Right, let's take you to this now. There's been scenes of jubilation as the last batch of football players that were stranded in Europe arrived at the Cape Town International Airport this afternoon. They've been staying at a hotel in Lisbon for nearly a week after the organizers of their overseas trip allegedly couldn't afford return flight tickets and had to rely to donors and private funders to get them home. SABC News reporter Vanessa Poonah joins us now live from Cape Town with the very latest on this story. Vanessa, of course, a devastating story that has turned positive. Give us a sense of what's happening there now where many of those youngsters are back home.
Yes, indeed. And we saw cheers and hugs and shouts and ululations all the way around as the group touched down here at Cape Town International Airport. We're standing right outside the international arrivals gate. And I can tell you, a short while ago, we spoke to the only adult, if one can call it that was with the group, Coach Jesse Julies. He got quite emotional when he spoke about how his reunion with his family went because his priority, he said, over the past while has been the young football players that he was responsible for out in Portugal as well as Spain before that. He told us just now that he has been fired from the BT Football Academy, and this after he had come clean, according to him, on what actually has been transpiring on the ground with regards to these young players. But not to sour a happy moment for these young people. I've got Brian Banda with me. He's joined by his father, Brian. So of course, you are happy to be home. I think we may have caught up with you just now in the, in the thick of things. But let us just start. First things first. You saw your parents here today.
Yes.
How did that feel?
It felt like unreal because I didn't see them for so long, and I was just happy to see them, to get a glimpse of my mom and dad again. It's like coming back to family, if you know what I mean. Yes.
What went through your mind when you heard that there were not return tickets for you and some of your colleagues?
I can't lie, I wasn't too worried, but I was at the same time because I knew eventually that we're going to get home. But it was in a case of how we're going to get home and all that, and the funds we're going to need. So yeah, I wasn't too worried and all that.
So the tournament itself, tell me a bit about how that went for you, what stood out for you?
I can't lie, the tour was very, very interesting. It was very nice, to be honest. As we know, South African soccer is, I can say it doesn't even touch close to Spanish football because it's just a different level, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I'm
going to speak to one of your fellow footballers now, but just as a parting shot before we go, what's the first thing you're going to do when you get home?
To get home, I just messaged my other coach now for my team. He said I must come to training. I was like, no, coach, I'm at the airport.
He wants you to go to training.
Yes, so I was like, okay, I'll try and see. So yeah, he just sent me a thumbs up, so I'll probably go now.
Brian, I think on behalf of South Africa, we are giving you today off. You don't have to go to training.
You're the coach.
Of course, proud mom and dad, Stanley over here. Just very shortly, sir, you've got your son back now. What have you been feeling over the past week or so, and also the experience that you wanted him to have abroad?
Actually, the last time that we heard that they were stuck in Madrid, Spain, our hearts were actually pumping to the point of exploding. So when we heard that they were actually also getting transported from Madrid to Lisbon because of lacking of the flight return tickets, so it was quite hard for me as a parent to think of how are they going to come back. So there was a time that Brian and I were always in touch, and he told me one time that, Daddy, can I please ask you something? And I said, okay, what is it? Can you please send me €5? Because I just only had a cup of coffee for breakfast. So that was actually at 11 o'clock, going to 12. Having a cup of coffee for breakfast.
So of course you were very concerned, but you're happy to have him back now.
I'm very happy to have him back. We can see him now, which is so exciting, and everyone is so excited. We are so thankful for all the people that actually contributed to them to come back.
Thank you so much, Stanley. Of course, they're just one of the elated parents welcoming their youngsters back here at the Cape Town International Airport.